The most dangerous feeling in learning isn't frustration. It's not confusion. It's not even failure. It's comfort. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why comfort is the silent killer of every skill you've ever tried to build. Most advice about quitting hobbies goes something like this. You quit because you got bored. So the solution must be to push through the boredom. Train your willpower. Build your discipline. Just keep going. And sure, that's part of it, but there's a massive problem with that advice. It treats all boredom as the same signal, and it's not. There are actually two completely different types of boredom, and most people spend their entire lives confusing one for the other. That confusion, that's where mastery dies. Today, I want to give you a tool, a simple 3-question test you can run in under 2 minutes that tells you, with surprising clarity, whether what you're feeling right now is a signal to stop or a signal to go deeper. Here's something nobody talks about. Boredom has a twin. They look identical from the outside. They feel almost identical on the inside, but they are complete opposites in terms of what they're telling you. The first type is true boredom. This is what happens when a task gives you zero resistance. You've outgrown it. You could do it in your sleep. Your brain is literally understimulated. This kind of boredom is a green light. It means you need to level up, find more challenge, and go harder. The second type is what researchers sometimes call discomfort masquerading as boredom. This is what happens when a task is just beyond the edge of your current ability. It doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel satisfying. It just feels flat, tedious, not worth it. And your brain, brilliant and self-protective as it is, labels this feeling boring. Because boring is a socially acceptable reason to stop. Too hard is not. Think about the last time you quit something. Before I tell you how to tell the difference, which type do you think you were feeling? Keep that in mind. Here's what makes this so insidious. Both types of boredom feel like a flat line on your emotional radar. Neither has the spike of frustration, neither has the heat of anger, nor the sting of failure. They both just feel muted, gray, like nothing is happening. But here's the critical difference. True boredom comes from being above the challenge. Discomfort boredom comes from being right at the edge of it. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi spent decades mapping the mental states that produce mastery and deep engagement. What he found was that the zone of maximum growth, what he called flow, sits in a very specific place. Not too easy, not overwhelming, right at the edge of your current skill level. And here's the problem. That zone, it doesn't feel good at first. In fact, it feels almost identical to the gray flatness of true boredom. Your brain isn't flooded with reward. Things aren't clicking. Progress feels invisible. So what do most people do? They interpret the gray flatness as a sign to stop, but they're standing right at the doorway to everything they wanted. They just can't see it yet because comfort and the growth edge wear the same disguise. I want you to genuinely pause here for a second. Think of a skill you abandoned. Was the feeling you had, I've mastered this and there's nothing left to learn, or this is hard and nothing seems to be working? Those are different rooms. Most people are running from the second one and calling it the first. So here's the practical tool. The next time you feel that flat gray, I kind of want to quit feeling with anything you're learning, run these 3 questions before you make a decision. Question 1. If someone removed all difficulty from this task right now, made it instantly easy, would I still want to stop? If yes, you're probably truly bored. The task has nothing more to offer. Consider leveling up or moving on. If no, if easier would actually feel good, then you're in discomfort boredom. The difficulty is the point. Question 2. Have I had even one moment in the past 2 weeks where this felt rewarding? Just one. Not consistently, not constantly, just once. If yes, the signal is still alive. The flatness is temporary. The flatness is the plateau, not the ceiling. Question 3. Am I quitting the skill or am I quitting today's session? There's a profound difference between I want to stop practicing guitar and I want to stop practicing guitar right now today after 20 minutes. One is a decision. The other is just fatigue. Honor the difference. Drop a comment right now. Which of those 3 questions hit hardest for you? I'm genuinely curious which one most people skip. Here's what I want you to take from this. You don't need more grit. You don't need to white knuckle your way through every plateau. What you need is better signal reading. The people who build real mastery aren't the ones who never feel like quitting. They feel it constantly. Every practitioner, every expert, every person who's genuinely good at something went through long stretches where it felt gray, flat, and unrewarding. The difference is they had a way to check, is this signal telling me to stop or to go deeper? Now you have that check. Before you walk away from the next thing you're building, run the 3 questions. Give yourself 2 minutes before you give up months. If you want to go deeper on this, I put together a 5-minute boredom audit. It's a simple worksheet that helps you run this signal test on every current skill or project you have going. Link is in the description. And if this gave you a new way of thinking about why you quit things, subscribe, because the next video is going to take this further. We're going to talk about how to design the conditions around a skill so that the growth edge actually becomes magnetic instead of repellent. I'll see you there.